Have you ever asked yourself why some women look effortlessly elegant, even without expensive clothes or bold makeup? What is it they're doing that makes them feel so put together, so quietly powerful? The answer often lies in something we tend to overlook: the jewelry. But not just any jewelry, old money jewelry, the kind that doesn't shout, but still makes people stop and notice. In this video, you'll discover 6 timeless jewelry secrets that women over 50 can use to instantly look more elegant, confident, and expensive without buying anything new. You'll learn why the size of your stones may be aging you, how to wear pearls without looking dated, and the one forgotten accessory that can turn a basic outfit into a signature look. These aren't just fashion tips. They're details that can shift the energy you bring into every room. Let's begin. Secret 1. Tennis bracelets. The power of subtle sparkle. Some pieces of jewelry don't scream for attention, and yet they carry more elegance than an entire outfit ever could. The tennis bracelet is one of them. It's that single, delicate line of sparkle, barely there, but always noticed. Old money women have worn it for decades, not because it's trendy, but because it whispers refinement. The brilliance of a tennis bracelet lies in its restraint. It doesn't try to dazzle. It simply glows, like confidence you don't need to prove. But here's where many women go wrong after 50. They believe that sparkle must be big to be beautiful, so they wear oversized bangles, chunky crystal cuffs, or layer multiple pieces at once. And instead of looking elegant, the wrist becomes cluttered, like it's trying too hard. The secret? Let your bracelet breathe. There should always be a little space between your wrist and the bracelet, just enough to let it move gracefully as you speak, pour tea, or reach for your glasses. That gentle movement, that's what catches the light. That's what makes people notice, without knowing why. If you're just beginning, you don't need real diamonds. There are stunning options with Swarovski crystals, moissanite, or high-quality zirconia. The key is clarity, symmetry, and a clean, timeless setting. Brands like Majuri, Monica Vinader, or even vintage shops on Etsy offer pieces that look like heirlooms, without the price tag. And if you already have one tucked away in a drawer, maybe a gift from years ago, or something you bought for a special occasion, now is the time to bring it back. Because a tennis bracelet isn't just jewelry, it's a quiet signal. It says, "I've grown into my elegance." Now that we've explored the beauty of subtle sparkle, let's move into something most women do completely backward, and don't even realize it. It's the reason your outfits sometimes feel off, even when all the pieces seem right. Let's talk about why your jewelry should come before your clothes. Secret 2. Dress around the jewel. Why jewelry should come first after 50. Most of us were taught to get dressed in one direction. Start with the clothes, then scramble to find jewelry that somehow matches. But here's the quiet truth no one told us. Elegant women over 50 often do the opposite. They begin with a piece of jewelry that matters. A pair of pearl earrings passed down from their mother. A gold pendant gifted on a milestone birthday. A ring that holds a memory only they know. And then, they let the outfit follow. Because when your jewelry comes first, your clothing becomes the frame, not the competition. It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. Take Carol, a 62-year-old artist from Vermont. She used to struggle every morning, standing in front of the closet, thinking, nothing looks right. Then one day she started with a single silver cuff her late husband gave her. That day she wore it with a navy blouse, soft gray trousers, and no necklace at all. She didn't just feel put together. She felt whole. And now, she chooses jewelry first, always. The mistake many women make, especially after 50, is trying to add jewelry once the outfit is already busy. Especially with frilled necklines, bold prints, or layered collars, jewelry becomes an afterthought, awkward, mismatched, or just too much. But when you start with a meaningful piece, everything else becomes simpler. You don't have to impress. You just have to connect with your own story. That's the secret. Jewelry isn't just an accessory. It's the anchor. And once you begin dressing from the inside out, from emotion, from memory, you'll never feel lost in your outfit again. Now, as we begin to master the art of personal styling, let's talk about another detail that quietly separates the polished from the chaotic. The metals. Gold, silver, rose tones. What happens when they clash? Let's explore the hidden harmony of accessories. Secret 3. The metal mix rule. Harmony versus chaos in accessories. Have you ever looked in the mirror, wearing your favorite earrings and a beautiful handbag, and still felt like something was slightly off? You couldn't quite explain it, but the whole look just didn't flow. Chances are it wasn't the clothes. It was the metals. Our eyes naturally seek harmony. So when you wear silver earrings with a bag that has shiny gold hardware, or a rose gold necklace with a belt that screams chrome, something feels disconnected, even if we don't realize why. It's one of the most overlooked style details after 50, and yet it quietly separates the polished from the cluttered. The good news? It's incredibly easy to fix. Start by paying attention to the metal tone of your handbag, the zippers, clasps, or chains. Then echo that tone in your jewelry. Gold bag hardware? Stick with gold tone earrings or a warm tone necklace. Cool silver details? Choose silver or white gold pieces. And if you love mixing metals, yes, it can absolutely be done, but it must be intentional. Look for pieces that already combine tones, like a gold and silver chain, or wear one standout piece that bridges both worlds, like a two-tone watch. Let me tell you about Linda, a 58-year-old former corporate exec from Chicago. She always wore beautiful clothes, chic, well-fitted, thoughtful, but she felt her look never quite clicked. One day, her daughter pointed out she was wearing a rose gold necklace, silver hoop earrings, and a handbag with bold gold hardware, 3 metals, none of them matching. Now, she keeps it simple. She chooses one metal tone per outfit, and if she mixes, she does it with purpose. Since then, friends have been asking if she hired a stylist. It's a small shift, but it makes a big difference, because the more refined your eye becomes, the more elegant you appear, without saying a word. And speaking of elegance, there's one material that's been judged unfairly in recent years. Some say it's outdated, old-fashioned, even aging. But when styled right, it might just become your most powerful accessory. Let's talk about pearls and how to wear them without looking dated. Secret 4. Pearls. Reinvented. How to wear them without looking dated. Pearls have been misunderstood. Many women over 50 avoid them, afraid they'll look like their mother's generation. But the truth is, pearls don't age you. Only outdated styling does. There's a difference between pearls for tradition and pearls for style. Instead of full matching sets, necklace, bracelet, earrings, modern elegance means choosing just one piece to highlight. Try Baroque pearls with their imperfect organic shapes, or go with asymmetrical earrings for a more playful edge. Even a long Y-shaped pearl necklace over a simple blouse can feel fresh, not formal. Length and placement matter. Choker pearls flatter open necklines. Long strands elongate the torso and pair well with high necks. If your face is round, avoid short, chunky pearl studs. Opt for teardrop shapes that draw the eye down gently. Color matters too. Pure white pearls can look too stark. Try champagne, smoky gray, or greenish gray pearls. They blend beautifully with mature skin, adding glow instead of glare. The common mistake? Wearing round, bright white pearls in stiff arrangements. They can harden the face and feel dated. But when worn right, pearls bring softness, structure, and timeless charm. So remember, pearls aren't old. Wearing them like they haven't changed in 40 years is. And now that we've modernized pearls, it's time to tackle another common mistake after 50. Thinking bigger always means better. Let's talk about the real impact of stone size and how quiet sparkle can be far more powerful. Secret 5. Aging and stone size. Why bigger isn't always better. Big sparkle can feel exciting, but on a mature face, it doesn't always feel elegant. The truth is, the larger the stone, the stronger the light bounce. And that light pulls attention not always where you want it. Chunky earrings can drag the eye downward. Oversized rings highlight every joint and vein. Bold pendants compete with skin texture, necklines, and even posture. That's the visual trap. Now compare it to a pair of finely cut diamond studs or a single oval sapphire that catches light softly. Smaller stones flatter the face, especially when the cut is clean and the metal is delicate. They lift rather than weigh down. Here's an easy way to think about it. Big stones are for night. Small stones are for day. You might save that statement necklace for a black tie gala, but during daylight or casual settings, subtle shimmer always feels richer. Another tip? Match the size of your stone to your hairstyle. Short hair or pulled back buns expose the ear, so go smaller and cleaner. If you wear your hair longer, a slightly elongated drop earring can still feel soft and balanced. The mistake most women make is buying what's trending, not what's timeless for their features. So here's your takeaway. Sparkle doesn't need to shout, it just needs to know when to speak. And now that we've refined sparkle, let's talk about a forgotten accessory that old money women have used for generations to quietly command attention. It's bold, personal, and completely unique. Yes, we're talking about the brooch. Secret 6. Brooches, the forgotten statement that speaks louder than a necklace. Once upon a time, the brooch was a symbol of power. Queens wore them as badges of rank. Aristocrats used them to hold capes and command attention. Brooches weren't just pretty, they were a mark of status. And now, in the age of quiet luxury, they're making a quiet comeback, because a brooch doesn't scream. It signals, with precision. It says, I don't follow trends, I leave signatures. The beauty of a brooch lies in how you wear it. Most women pin it to the same blazer lapel, again and again. And that's the biggest mistake. Repetition makes it forgettable. Instead, try these 5 modern ways to style a brooch. On the collar of a crisp white shirt, on a silk scarf, tied casually over one shoulder, attached to the strap of a tote or clutch, on the side of a wool coat or structured jacket, 2 brooches, placed symmetrically on a knit neckline. Each option tells a different story and gives you a new way to express your elegance without buying anything new. If you're wondering where to find these treasures, skip the malls. Look on Etsy, flea markets, or even your grandmother's jewelry box. Vintage brooches carry history, and that history adds depth to your look, because style after 50 isn't about buying more. It's about using what has soul. So here's your quiet reminder. You don't need to shine brighter. You just need to shine smarter. And now that we've walked through bracelets, pearls, medals, and pins, let's bring everything together, because behind all these elegant details, there's one secret that connects them all. Let's talk about it. So what do all these elegant choices have in common? From the tennis bracelet that whispers to the pearl that softens to the brooch that speaks when you don't say a word. They're not just accessories. They're reflections of how you've grown, how your style has become quieter, but deeper, more personal, more intentional. Because elegance after 50 isn't about chasing youth. It's about owning presence. You don't need to buy more. You just need to wear what you already have, with sharper eyes, lighter hands, and deeper confidence. So here's a little challenge for you. This week, choose one jewelry secret from this video and try it on. Maybe a brooch in a new spot, or swapping a golden earring for something delicate and clean. Then watch what happens, not just in the mirror, but in how you feel. And if this video gave you even one idea, one shift in perspective, I'd love for you to share it. Comment below. Which tip surprised you most? Which one will you try this week? And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a friend who deserves to feel just as radiant. Because true style is not about standing out. It's about coming home to yourself.